All right. Welcome. We are just coming in. Welcome in, you guys. Thank y'all so much for being over here, in here. Hold on, I'm getting things set up over here, so I want to make sure I'm on my laptop, y'all. So if y'all just coming in, we're going to be talking a little bit about oh, hold on. Talking a little bit about. Hey, Ebony, welcome in. Thank you so much for coming in. I'm just getting started. I'm getting everything up because I'm going. If y'all see me coming in, welcome. I'm on YouTube down here and also right here on TT. So just give me just a second as I get everything set up how I want it to be. Um, Welcome, y'all. Okay, if y'all can see me, everybody can see me good. Okay, so we're gonna be talking about embodying our higher self and magnetizing opportunities to us as well as monetizing online. Okay, we're gonna be talking about that. I'm gonna talk a little bit about my journey and what I've experienced and also how I'm able to help you all. All right, so if you're new in the chat, say what's up. Let me know where you're coming in from. Welcome in. Make sure you tapping on the live. I really appreciate y'all for being here. If you're seeing me look up or down, it's because I'm on two different things and I'm just trying to make sure that I get everybody. Welcome in, Edgar. Thank y'all so much for coming in. So if I have to shift this, let me shift it a little bit. Okay. Welcome. Thank y'all so much for coming in. Hey, Steph, welcome. Make sure y'all are tapping on the live, sharing it out, doing all the things to get some more people in here. We're going to get some more traction because we're going to start talking about how you are becoming your best self this year and how you're monetizing. How are you becoming your best self this year and how are you learning how to be more of a person who magnetizes things to them, opportunities, relationships, friendships, just magnetizing all type of good things and why it's important to start this journey today and not later. Hey Phoenix, welcome in. How are you? Thank you for my daily heart, me. Talking a little bit about becoming our best selves, having fun, monetizing tonight. So that's what we're talking about. And thank you so much for liking up the live. I'm just getting started. I've been on here for just oh dang. I don't know why I keep doing that with that thing. I've been on here for just a couple minutes. So I appreciate it. I don't know why that. Hold on, let me try to fix that. Thank you. Who coming in with that? Hey Steph, thank you so much for the daily heart me. Oh my goodness, I cannot move that. Hold on. Let me take it off. Welcome in, y'all. Thank y'all so much for coming in. We talking about becoming our best selves this year. I'm on YouTube and I'm on TT. So we talking about becoming our best selves this year and how we can monetize by doing that. If of anyone saying I get paid to exist or I want to get paid to exist. We're going to be talking about that and what that actually looks like in today's live. Thank y'all so much for tapping on the live. So make sure y'all share it out. Make sure y'all stay in, tap it up. And we're going to talk a little bit more about how we can embody ourselves and what we can do to be able to shift into this new reality of getting paid to exist because y'all, that's what's happening. That's what's happening. If you anywhere on a spiritual journey, if you not even necessarily all the way on your spiritual journey, things are shifting. Things are shifting. Things are not what they used to be as far as earning income, as far as just being able to just go outside and get a job. Everybody said, "Oh, go get a job, go get a job." That is not always the case. It's not has been as easy for people this year, last year, the year before, right? We've had to find different ways to maintain, different ways to survive. And I'm going to talk about how you can monetize your life by being a creator in some capacity. Okay. And how you can really honor yourself, your highest self in doing so. How you can embody the version of you that is living the life that you desire to live by actually doing so. So if y'all new in here, my name is Ifeanyi and I'm Big Sis, and I'm so glad that y'all are here. Welcome. Let me do my sound effects. Hold on a second. Okay, I'm gonna try to get that thing back, that sticker back on here, y'all. Listen. Oh, um, I want to talk a little bit about what my experience has been so far with like monetizing and things like some hold on. Okay, there we go. It's back. I just gotta edit it. I want it to be like kind of at the top so people can see it. Welcome, welcome. Thank y'all so much for liking up the live. I'm always to 1K tabs. Thank you. So we're talking a little bit more about being ourselves and what does that look like to get paid. I'm gonna tell you my story, a little bit of the background. So we need to get some more people in here. I can't wait till we get to 1K likes. Welcome in, Charlotte. Thank y'all so much for coming in. Also, if y'all are new here, my name is Ifeanyi and I'm Big Sis. Make sure you tap on the live. Make sure you let us know where you're coming in from. Okay. Thank y'all so much for sharing out the live stuff. I appreciate that. Make sure y'all go ahead and let us know where you're coming in from. That's how we get more people in here. Okay. So I also got a flash goal. Y'all participating in all the things in the room and stuff like that is what helps the room get pushed out. So I appreciate it. It's a metric. TT gives us these metrics. If y'all are in here on YouTube, y'all don't got to worry about that. Just participate in the chat. Welcome. Hey, hey, hey. Thank you so much for the 2026s. I appreciate it. Hey, Steph, coming in from New York. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are y'all feeling tonight? I hope y'all feeling amazing. Thank y'all so much for helping out with that too. I really, really appreciate it. It's like we just need one more person to send in the 2026 and we're going to get there. Okay. So thank y'all. Make sure y'all share it out. And we are almost up to 1,000 likes. I really, really appreciate that. All right. Thank y'all for coming in, tuning in. Like I said, we're going to talk a little bit more about becoming the best version of you, what that looks like, how we get there. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my background, a little bit about my story and my healing journey, as well as my ability to kind of embody and manifest this life where I'm a creator. And I'm so in faith, y'all, and just so embodied, and I just feel so much more confident. I just feel so much more out there, and I'm more comfortable being seen, and just I've come so far from where I started, you guys, and I'm so grateful. And I want to share with y'all more about this because I do believe this is more of the future and where we're going, right? To be able to be more of a creator and understanding that what comes in your life is a reflection of what's on the inside, right? And so you can create the life that you desire, and using social media and being online in order to do it. Okay, there's plenty of people that are going to want to see what you have to put out, plenty of people that are going to want to come and work with There's plenty of ways for you guys to get so many free items, as well as make thousands and thousands of dollars online. Let me know in the chat if y'all want free stuff and ways to make thousands of dollars online from the comfort of not even leaving your home or just being wherever you want to be at. The freedom that comes with it is amazing, but it does require you to completely think and shift your energy in a completely different way than what we are traditionally used to, and it takes time. So yes, Phoenix said, I do. I know that's right. And the opportunities that can come, because even though content creation and just being in the online space is like, oh, everybody wants to do that, everybody wants to do that, we are still at the beginning. Okay, Steph says, me, I know that's right. We're still at the beginning phases of all of this stuff, y'all. The beginning. This is just the beginning of what is getting ready to be a super skyrocket in content, in the creator economy, all of it. By the next, I think 2 years or so, it's supposed to like go up like 40 or 50%, and it's already $1 billion industry. Okay. And what I'm going to be talking about to you guys, I'm not talking about like you creating your own products, even though that's a way for you to monetize online. Absolutely, right? There's a way for you to monetize making your own products. I'm talking about embodying a version of you that creates and get paid for it. Hello? I'm talking about aligning with opportunities because of the skills you've developed, okay? Because online, or with creating your own brand or your own platform, I'm talking about the confidence that you will build as you do this work. I'm talking about the layers that you're gonna have to unpeel and take these layers off, right? I'm talking about the fun you're able to have. I'm talking about how work turns into getting free things and making cute videos versus like doing hard grueling labor, right? I'm talking about going to events, right? Getting invited to different events and being able to get more visibility and more sponsorship and more products, or more money, whatever it is that you are looking for in this space, because not everybody has the same vision or the same goals. But there are plenty of ways to become the best version of you, have fun, and monetize. Thank y'all so much for coming in the building. Make sure y'all share it out, tap it out, do all the things. Okay, and y'all here on YouTube, welcome in. If you are coming in here, I'm forgetting that y'all almost on here. So I'm sorry. I love y'all. I love y'all too. So yeah. So the honest, I'm gonna be as truthful with all of this as I can. Okay, because I want y'all to get the real of what it is. I don't like to sell a dream. I don't like to be like, oh, you can just do this and then like that everything is gonna be, you're just gonna be living in this world and this is gonna be like. I'm not going to sell you a dream. I'm not gonna do that. You know what your dream is. Only you know what your dream reality will be, right? What I'm going to tell you is the truth. What I'm going to tell you is the truth. And I am going to tell you how I got to where I am, pitfalls, amazing experiences, and all that is in between. Okay. Because I think that when people enter into something, you need to have like a holistic view of what's going on. I'm not gonna still, I'm not just gonna tell you like, oh yeah, you can be making this, you can make that. The reality of what it is a little bit different, right? So I started doing content or taking it seriously when I started my lash business in 2017. I started by just posting and getting awareness of my lash business. I was in just starting. I had been a teacher before. And I was like, I need something to make, I need something to make some extra money, but I also really love doing this. And I have an entrepreneurial spirit anyway. So I'm more with that type of energy, right? So I was like, let me tell you, not let me tell you. I was like, let me just go over here and learn. At that time, I needed a certification, but not a specific like thing. So I took the classes that I needed to become a eyelash extension specialist, and I was in Texas at the time, and I was forced to start doing social media and getting more comfortable. This is the first time I had to get comfortable, but like being seen and like sharing something new. Because if I didn't share something new, if y'all know about being business owner, if you don't market, nobody's gonna know you exist. So I had to get more comfortable even when I wasn't ready. Right, because baby, I had to get more clients in just to even be able to like get more practice as a beginner and all the things. So it was really uncomfortable for me to start sharing my work before I was absolutely perfect. And so I started doing that, and then I started getting as a lash artist, as my business started growing, my pages and things started growing, I was able to start getting more opportunities to work with lash brands. The lash brands I was able to get little like PR kits or little extra things to start working with lash brands. So I did that. Hey Day, welcome in. In 2024, I started this brand, Manifest with Big Sis, because God had been kind of pulling me away from the beauty industry. Not because, thank you for following, not because I wasn't good at what I did and I hadn't built this business and built this brand for myself. It was more, I was being called more into learning more about who I really was, more about the gifts that I was holding, the intuitive nature that I had, and more healing work is what I started doing. I was already, like I said, I was an educator before and did lashes on the side, and I was a special educator with a background in, I have a background in social work, I have a background in mental health and awareness. And I was also studying at the time to get my master's degree to be a clinical therapist, and I was like, this is not necessarily for me either, but it's always been in me. Mental health, mindset, um knowing my spirituality and knowing I had spiritual gifts, didn't know necessarily where to put them or how to channel that, right? So I'm like, what am I going to do with all of this? It doesn't quite fit into a box, right? So I was like, well, you know what? I'm going to build this brand out, and it is going to be talking about manifestations. It's going to be talking more about mindset. It's going to be talking more about holistic wellness. It's going to be talking more about being intentional and, just lifting my vibrations. And that's what was really important to me. And it still is really important to me. So I started building this brand. I started building this brand in January of well, no, the end of 2023 is when I started building it. And it was like I was kind of like going back and forth because there was nothing for me to show. Hey Janice, welcome. There was nothing for me to show but me, right? And versus like the lash business is like I could show that I was, getting better at lashes. I could show my talent. This business, this right here is more of me, right? I am the brand. And that was a little bit nerve-wracking, okay? Because while I knew that that's what I was being called to do, I was super nervous about it and super doubtful and like hesitant for a long time. So I ended up, I started my page and I was like, my goal right now is to just grow my community. My goal right now is to grow my community. I kept getting this unction about June, July of 2024. And I was like, I'm about to start going live. I need to start going live. The people need to get to know me. I need to get to know, I need to start building community. Woo, woo, woo. I'm going to also learn how TT works. I'm going to start going live more, and I'm going to monetize this platform. Okay. So by August 8th was my first day going live in 2024. I went live. I was like, this is pretty cool. Like I talked about Lionsgate Portal. I talked about manifesting. I talked about all the things, right? And my only goal with that was to continue to enlighten my people, but also make an income online by creating. Cause I was like, oh, I'm getting tired of the lashes. It's just too much. I have been looking for a job for months and it was just not, it wasn't hitting. So I was like, all right, I'm about to figure out how to do this for real, for real. Cause what we about to do? What we about to do? You know what I'm saying? I started moving around in the TT streets. I started moving around, getting into different rooms, connecting with different people, kind of like understanding the lay of the land. I had to learn the app. So as I kept going live. I kept going live. The first week or two going live, I literally had like no people in the room. I was kind of moving about the days and the numbers. I didn't know what to do. Like, cause I was just, I was new. I was testing it out. What time, what days, what should I do? So I was moving in and out of those different spaces. And at the time, like I said, the lash business was really draining me. The searching for jobs was really draining me. And I was like, I cannot keep doing this. I can't keep doing this. There's this energy exhausted when I know that I'm being called to do something. And I know I keep hearing like get on live, get on live, get on live. Or stay on live. Because at that point I was like, I don't know what to do. Right. I didn't know what to do. Went to I'm sorry, started moving around more in the rooms, in the live rooms, different live rooms, and connecting with different hosts. One night I was sitting there and I was like tearing, like, I don't know what to do. I don't know whether it's working or not. Like, like, I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do. And then it was like, something was just like, get up 5 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. Get on here, go live, and motivate people to lift their vibes first thing in the morning because it's so much negativity out here. And it was at the time, and it still is right now. So much negativity. People are getting on their phones and immediately seeing terrible things, right? First thing in the morning. Do y'all know what that does to your day? That getting up in the morning and immediately flooding your brain with negative energy, gossip, I mean, unalivings, war. I mean, all these things that we're able to see at our fingertips. First thing in the morning, vibration low. And the only thing and keeping your vibrations low is what keeps you in a state of control and keeps you in a state of fear and keeps you yeah, the whole day can go off, Steph. The whole day can be horrible. The whole day. And so it was my intention to start that with helping people to not go through that. If there's somewhere that that you can come in the morning and get motivated for the day. You know what I mean? And just getting a better mood for the day. Like that's gonna lift your vibes throughout the whole day. I was pouring a lot of energy into that, and it was an amazing turnaround. I ended up getting that 5 a.m. morning. That first day, my live went up so loud, so high. I had hundreds of people in the room, right? And what happened was I maintained that for months. I was going live every single day, 5 a.m. in the morning, hours, 3-4 hours every day. What happened? I burnt out. I burned out. I was making thousands of dollars a month off of those lives. Okay, so that was immediately, I'm like, oh, this is nice. Okay. It was it listen, when I'm telling you it went to zero to it went to zero to up really quick for me. And I was like, I think I like it here. But it was taking so much energy from me at the time. And I didn't realize it. I didn't realize that I was just going. Why? I was going because I was still in that like survival hustle mode. I was in that still in that survival hustle, like you gotta do, just I hadn't really checked myself inwardly on what actually was sustainable for me. Cause I had been going for as long as I can remember, right? Just going, just going, just going, just going, just going. Don't take sick days, don't take breaks off, don't take time to just rest. Anytime you do rest, you feeling guilty. I was going through all of that. Okay. But I knew while I was doing this, I was meant for more in general. Like I knew I was like, this is okay. I done got called to get on this line. This is something, very much something. We're working with something here. Cause all the other stuff that I used to do just did not work. It didn't work. The things that I was like normally like, okay, I'm gonna just go do this. I'm gonna just go do this. I'm gonna just go hustle here. I'm gonna just do this. Yeah, shit, stop working. I said, okay. Trying times. Trying times. So I said, well, I'm gonna stick with this as long as I can. As long as I can. Built a really good following. I was going live in the mornings and I was going live on some days and like Wednesday in the afternoon. Um, but what I will say is what happened during that time for me, it really was me embodying the version that I wanted to be during that time. Now, what happened was I ended up burning out. I know I'm taking a long route with this story. Please bear with me. I ended up burning out. I ended up burning out about 5, 6 months, burnt out. I couldn't even get on live. I was like, this is too much energy was being taken from me. I wasn't integrating. I wasn't doing things that were strategically for me. I was just nonstop, just trying to go. And what happens is when you do embody that version of yourself, it's great because that is the energy that you possess within you, right? To get it done, that masculine part of you. I burned out. I did not take enough time. I was not balanced with myself. So what happened? Y'all know what TT, um once you fall off for a little bit, it takes a dip. It takes a significant dip. It's like, no, you're gonna be consistent every single day on here, or you're gonna take a dip. It just is what it is. Hey, welcome in, you guys. Thank y'all so much for coming in. Welcome. Um, so hold on one second. I'm just so yeah, I went from initially being super conscious about showing up online to being more confident to show up online, showing up online consistently, but I wasn't balanced. I wasn't embodied. Thank you so much. Self-love. You're so sweet. You always look so pretty. Hey Tara, welcome in. It's like I wasn't balanced. Like I didn't have my nervous system regulated enough to really hold what I was requesting, right? And sometimes that's the part we want to manifest. We want to get some, but our nervous system is not equipped to necessarily hold it just yet. Nervous system regulation is a huge part of embodiment. It's a huge part of manifestation. It's a huge part of um building and maintaining the life that you truly desire. It's a lot. Your nervous system needs to be calm and feel it's so many layers, right? That need to go with that. Yeah, self-love. Yeah, it's so many layers that you got to work through. And so at that time, while I was having amazing success and I was super excited about it, my body crashed. It crashed. Okay. And the reality of it is like I wasn't lazy, right? I wasn't unmotivated because I was. The reality is I was disconnected from my body, y'all. I was disconnected from my body. And so many of us, I'm looking down, so many of us are disconnected from our bodies. We're disconnected from our bodies and we're disconnected from our truth. And that is because we've been conditioned to do so. Okay. We've been conditioned to do so. And at that moment, I didn't even realize, I'm telling you, self love, I didn't even realize at that moment that my body and my nervous system was really running the show. Okay. Thank you, Steph. My body and my nervous system was running the show. I thought up here I was running the show. My nervous system was running the show. Your nervous system being unregulated comes in many different forms. Okay. It will show up in so many different ways in your life. And it's okay to acknowledge wherever you are, right? Because some of us come from traumatic experiences as a child. Some of us have been through traumatic experiences as adults. Some of us have, just a lot of built up shit in there, to be real, like 1,000%. Okay. And the level of commitment and consistency it takes to really grow online and actually build a brand that lasts is going to need a regulated nervous system. Okay. It's going to need a regulated nervous system, and it's going to need peace over time. You cannot rush and steamroll this thing. You can't rush and steamroll it. And as much as people say, as much as the possibility exists of you blowing up literally overnight, maybe you post one thing and your videos just start banging. But what does that mean for you long term? If you still get anxious when you see a lot of comments from, like, if you have a video blow up, if y'all ever have a video blow up, it's gonna be comments back to back to back to back to back to back to back. When I used to get that when I was going live every day, I would get anxious because people were in my DMs sending me messages or commenting on my videos. I would get so anxious and not even have the time be able to respond, which is key to building community and audience, is being able to actually respond. Yeah. Cause it's real. You be like, oh, wait a minute, no. Like, hold up. Too many people know who I am. What are you talking about? I don't know how to, like, you get what I'm saying? Because honestly, it's not. Let's think about it. Is this really a natural occurrence for all of a sudden maybe thousands of people talking to you at one time? When does that happen in real life? Right? And you expect it to like respond back or have some type of interaction. That's not a normal skill. That does not happen to everybody. There's no way. You get what I'm saying? That is something that will come with virality. And so a lot of people are like, oh, I want to be viral. I want to be viral. They don't have a nervous system to hold that. Yeah, like we get shy. And also it's like, whoa, wait a minute, hold up. And it can happen at any moment. Hey, what's going on, Genesis? Welcome in. It can happen at any moment, right? You can go viral. It's happened to me multiple times, but not even like to the obviously not to the fact where it's like, oh my God, my life is completely changed, right? But when that happens, because I do expect it to happen, when that happens, then my nervous system is going to be a little bit more regulated. Okay. My boundaries are a little bit more clear because of what I have developed in this time frame on this journey. Y'all feel me? Put a little heart or something in the chat if y'all picking up what I'm putting down. Okay. I had 1,500 comments and they still commented. It was a lot to consume at one time. It is. It is. And we don't talk, this is the real side of things, y'all. Everybody, let me tell you, to be honest, my thought process behind the events I've talked to, behind people that are creating agencies and all that type of stuff, but by working with an agency, this stuff is not going anywhere. It's only going to get bigger, and the jobs that we used to know are starting to swindle down. Okay. So it's a perfect time for you to really step into this creative economy. It's a perfect time for you to get into it. But the reality of it is that you do want your nervous system regulated. Why? So you can maintain it. Yes, you have to get adjusted to fame and being known and being a star and being seen and being visible. You have to get adjusted to it. You have to develop more thick skin because people will try to come at you and say something crazy. And now I'm just to the point where I just make another video about it and it just boosts engagement for all of my other videos, right? Or if somebody comes in this live right now and say something crazy, I just clap back on them and then mute them. You get what I'm saying? Versus the old me would have gotten my feelings. Okay, would have been like you get what I'm saying? Like the old me would have been like, oh my god, they said I look like this. Oh my god, well, how does my skin look? They said I look greasy today. Now I'm like, bitch, please, I don't care. Cause to really like do something like that online with people, like to be like commenting under somebody's post and saying negative comments, that says more about you than it does me. You get what I mean? So that's just my mindset, and that's what you kind of have to develop that, because it is possible that it will come, or that people will be mad, or people, you know, even with doing TikTok shop, maybe people will comment and try to lead other people away from your video. And it's like, why are you hating? Just don't comment. If you don't want to support the person or that product, why would you need to say anything? But if you do say something, it's still going to boost my engagement. So kind of shooting yourself in the foot. You know what I'm saying? So that's something to think about. Okay. So the real, change for me when I think about this content game and building my brand and the mindset shifts that I had to do, even to this day, is realizing that there wasn't real change that happened just from me like learning more, or thinking I had to just like learn more, be ready to do it. It really started shifting when I just became more of who I already was, and became more confident in being more magnetic and just showing up. Okay, just showing up. Like if I'm like, oh, I want to look cute today. Okay, I'm gonna put that on. I'm gonna look cute, and I'm gonna do this. And this is a part, this is what I get excited to do. I'm gonna put on this perfume. I'm gonna wear this outfit. I'm gonna do what I do, and I'm gonna make content, right? And whatever happens from that, that's what happens from that, right? Because it's a lot out of my control. Um, and when I think about embodiment is really like feeling safe in this version, in this body that you're in. Feeling safe is who you are authentically, knowing who you are, and feeling safe in that. And we've been taught a lot in our society to hide. We've been taught a lot in our society to just go with whatever people throw at you. Welcome in, Tamika. Welcome in, y'all. Go with whatever people throw at you. We've been taught a lot in our society to really just put on masks to survive. You know what I mean? Yes. I'm gonna start going back live. I loved it. I'm so much better. I'm gonna block and delete. Hello. Blocking people. Hey Tamika, welcome in, welcome back today. Blocking people. Cut them people out. Say what you need to say and cut them out, because what happens is the more engagement they get, TikTok will actually send more people in your live that are disrespectful. They'll send more people that, more bots, maybe even. So that will actually happen because the engagement, right? So if you don't want that type of energy in your room, shut it down and block it out. Period. I used to be like, Swift, get out. I don't, because I'm not coming on here to do that with you. I'm just not. I'm not coming in here to do that with you. No. So, what was I gonna say? Oh, authenticity also. Yes, thanks. Yeah, of course, girl, of course. And you definitely, like, you got you called. Okay, you called to do some stuff. You called. Yeah, that algorithm. Okay. Shout out to Day doing big things with words, my friend. Y'all, Day has just, I'm so proud of you. She's entering into a contest for writing and doing so well. Yes, self-love. Yes, congratulations, Day. So happy for you and so inspired. Truly, I am. Like, y'all, because we have to get into, we have to do more of what makes us a little nervous, a little scared, a little oh, it's too late for tears. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, we have to start doing the things that scare us a little bit more, or that make us a little bit uncomfortable, because That's where the growth is. That's where the growth is. That's where the growth lies. That's where the excitement lies. Like, you have no idea what's going to happen from you just putting yourself out there. I'm continuously getting more comfortable with putting myself out there. Okay. Because why not? What do we have to lose? What do we have? We already know what it's like when we didn't put ourselves out there, when we didn't speak up, when we didn't share our truths, when we didn't honor ourselves. We already know what that feels like. And some of us are right here at that tipping point where it's like, go all in. Okay. Thank you, self love. I appreciate you. Um, and this embodiment, y'all, it happens through you being authentic. Guess what? They lied. They said we was supposed to, they told us that the story was to get along, to do whatever you needed to do in order to, survive. Like, that's the thing. No, y'all, the vibration on the earth is changing. Things are shifting at a rapid pace, and the future we are all preparing for is not the life that we used to live. And we really have to accept that. That's gone. Especially if you a millennial, the life, the dream that we were sold, it don't exist. It quite literally doesn't exist. So why are we still, I can tell you why. Because our conditioning, our nervous system is all set to that way of being. We have to rewire and transform all of that. And that's why people tell you, just post the content, just post content. Okay, but you're still not posting. Because it's completely foreign to you. It's something completely new. It's a whole new shift. It's a whole new thing. You got to get over different fears. Get over what people are going to think about you. What might people say? Who's going to see it? Can somebody from your middle school see what you're posting over here on TikTok? Somebody from your old town, can they see what the... Yep, they most likely can. And the way this stuff works nowadays, with everybody having TikTok got all your contacts. They showed me some people. I ain't never put my contact on her the other day. They showed me some people the other day that I no longer wish to be connected to. Oh, these might be people you know on TikTok. Look at their videos. So so basically, I already told y'all don't connect my shit with this, and y'all didn't even give a shit. Y'all still telling me about somebody I talk to. I don't want to see his stuff. And how do y'all even know this is a random person? This is random. Years, okay? I don't want to see his shit. Don't show me that. TT gonna be messy. Do you hear me? So it's like you got to get over the fear. Like, so then, y'all, I had the whole conversation. I had the whole thought to myself. I said, well, damn. If you showing me his shit, that means you definitely showing him my stuff, and I don't approve. But that's the name of the game, though. That's the name of the game. That's the name of the game. When you put it out here, you got to be okay with, hey, well, damn, anybody can know what the hell your ass doing. You just got to be okay with it. You just got to stand up in your power and be like, and what? You gonna come pay these bills or no? Didn't think so. Because when you start doing that, you might got something that you don't even really have nothing to say then. But when you do that, then we can have a conversation. You're not, so we're not talking. I do what I want. You know what I'm saying? I'm for real. I do what I want. But you have to get there. You got to get there. But that old life wasn't fitting to me. That old life, excuse me, where I was hiding, where I was trying to get along, where I was so busy thinking about what other people thought. I hated it there. Being 1000% honest, I hated it there. Traditional work environments never worked for me, for real. Why? Because this was too open. I was able to see through everybody's bullshit, and they don't like that when you come in the meeting with truth. It's so freeing not caring, because what are you going to do to me? Talk about me? Talk about me for trying? Talk about me for putting my best foot forward into something? Dog me for getting free shit every week? Dog me for making money online? What you gonna do? And then even personally, like, people know me personally in my life. If you ask me about something, I'll pretty much tell you. Like, That's just how I am. If we gotta like think, I don't tell everybody stuff, but if you ask me what's going on, like I pretty much tell you. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you want me to do? But that's how you gotta be. But that takes a lot of courage. That takes a lot of getting to know oneself. That takes a lot of self love and a lot of self trust, right? And so that's what we develop as we create. And this don't matter if you want to be a content creator or any creator, because you are becoming a creator whether you like it or not. Where we going, the future, we are rebuilding what our world looks like in this moment, and you get to create it. You get to create what your reality looks like. That's how powerful this stuff is. You get to create what your reality look like. We in the past, and what's crumbling right now is somebody else's twisted reality that they forced us all to live into, that they indoctrinated us into. Guess what? When you become aware of that, you realize, oh, I know who I am too. I create my reality too. You feel me? I can create what my world looks like too. You take your power back from that, and you create, and you have fun, and you monetize, and you build skills within yourself. Self trust is established. You get even more creative. You able to tap into source more. You able to tap into flow. You able to trust your intuition more, all by creating. Excuse me. Okay. And the money, it doesn't necessarily come just from that effort either. Y'all have to understand that when y'all get into content creation, everybody tell you, oh, I made this in 30 days. I made this in 10 days. They made this in 5 days. It is possible. So I'm never going to, if somebody did it, it's possible. But I'm not going to sell you a dream. They sold us an American dream, and it's a fucking nightmare, right? I'm not going to sell you no dream. I'm going to tell you what's real, okay? I'm going to tell you what's possible. Anything. The possibilities and are endless once you start creating and you start building your brand. You start getting in these rooms. You never know who you could bump into, who you can meet, who you can learn from, who you can connect with, whatever the case may be. Infinite. You never know who's watching your content. Infinite possibilities. Okay. What the reality is that you need to start feeling safe, and you need to start aligning with your and being in coherence. Okay, coming from coherence, aligning more energetically with the version of you that has the things. Excuse me, and feeling safe doing that. Feeling safe being that version of you, right? So we're talking about nervous system safety. We talking about getting more in our body and less just in our mind. Shifting our mind, right? But when you shift your mind, the body has to be in agreement. Okay? The body has to be in agreement. Otherwise, you could be saying these affirmations all day long, but your body is doing something completely different. Like, I'm gonna stop smoking today. Your body is like, let's go to the dispensary. Right. Next thing you know, you in a dispensary. You feel me? Even though mentally you like, I'm about to put the tree down this month. You know what I'm saying? Your body at the dispensary though. What you gonna do? Probably, you get what I'm saying? That's just real. That's just real. I'm telling y'all it's real because I'm not telling you nothing I ain't did. Not literally that, but other things. Okay? I'm telling y'all, real shit. I don't want to tell. Listen, I might tell a joke, but I really ain't trying to tell no lies. I really ain't telling no lies, man. I'm so serious. That's why your body be like, nah, actually, we just gonna keep doing what we always been doing. Fuck did you think? You get what I'm saying? Right? But there is a thing, and we talk about, discipline. Discipline is gonna get you there. Period. Discipline is gonna get you there. Your body has to feel safe and trust that discipline now to do it. Girl, that was me 2 years ago. That's what I'm saying. I've been there. If I want to smoke now, do some. I do it a little bit, but I don't have to. I used to have to. And I had to work off of that and just be like, okay, well, when I want to, I do it. When I don't, I don't. And I feel fine doing that. I don't feel like, oh, punish myself for doing it or whatever. No, right? I'm not there. But I also realized, like, I'm kind of okay. You know what I mean? Without it. And it's no pressure for anybody who do it. I listen. I just think I'm getting more into like being more natural if that's a possibility with it, because now they just put so much into it, so it just be like too much, a lot of THC. But that's neither here nor there. I be done got off track talk about that. um, but the thing that really got me into this and doing all this is showing up imperfectly when my hair wasn't done, when my lashes wasn't done, when I didn't feel the best. I know discipline is the highest form of self love. It really is. It's such a. It's like you really trusting yourself with the things that you set with yourself. You really trusting yourself with the things that you already set aside and was like, I'm going to commit to doing this, and you committing to yourself is a beautiful process, and it's a beautiful thing, and it is a beautiful thing to look back on. Like for me, just posting and being more consistent with how I show up online is a beautiful thing to look over. The journey has been beautiful. I am not where I want to be yet, but this is the process. And I'm okay with it. And I'm taking each day and I'm enjoying it versus trying to hurry up and get to a place. Um, and not saying that it's like, not okay to like, okay, if you want this in 20 days, 30 days, you speed up, you do more in a shorter period of time, right? So there's nothing wrong with that. But for me, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna burn out. Slow and steady, slow and steady, right? And I used to kind of sacrifice a little bit more. Now it's just like, no, I'm being more intentional, with what I do. And so yeah, and I that's what I would say to anybody that's creating a brand or doing like longevity. Think long term. This is not going anywhere. This isn't going anywhere. Okay. um let's see. I also, like, I never had the intention of I just want to get on here and go viral. That wasn't my thing. I was always with the intention of I want to show up, share what I know, talk about manifestation, share what I'm learning, share my journey, and then also monetize and also get paid to do the things that I like to do and have fun. I also want to get free stuff. I want to get free stuff, y'all. I want to keep more money in my pocket. I don't know about y'all. I want to make the money and keep the money in my pocket. That's abundance, right? That's abundance. Like, we think about people who are famous, people who do have a level of celebrity. Make a lot of money and don't pay for a lot of shit. They don't. People get them stuff for free all the time. People gift them with large things, okay? Very pricey things just because of who they are. You got to embody that. Okay, it's nice to get, like, you can get pretty much whatever you want as a creator if you really being honest. To some degree, there is, I mean, once you get to a certain level or stature, it's like people can really, because the sky's the limit. The sky's the limit. And the money as well. um it's limitless. Like, it's not going anywhere. So um I wasn't trying, like I said, I wasn't trying to go for just being viral. I was really trying to go and show up and be who it is that I knew that God called me to be. But I was so back and forth. I was like, I don't know, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Um, but it is it how did I start getting free stuff? Okay. So the first thing that I started with getting the free things was becoming a TikTok shop affiliate. That was the first thing I did. I really, really focused when I had under 5,000 followers to getting to getting as many followers and as much engagement on my page to get in the TikTok shop. And it took some time because at the time I was still going live at that time. So people were following me daily because of my live streams, a lot of following daily. But then I also would engage in other people's rooms, talk, share, maybe hop up on a panel or something like that, or get into somebody else's activities. And that's what caused more people to get to know me and network, basically, like that. And that grew my following. And then that was what was allowed me to get in TikTok shop. TikTok shop is where I start getting my first free, like, items and things. And I also started learning more in other people's rooms about different like programs with the brands and things like that, like if they had events or if they were doing something called TikTok Shop Tastemakers, which is like a group of it's basically a group of women, specifically from marginalized communities, um BIPOC communities, and I want to say just BIPOC in general. Like there's a women's group, then there's like um BIPOC group, and it's also like with men in there too for the BIPOC group. So when you get in there, and it's not these things are not like, these are networking things. It is not necessarily always like you have to have a certain following, you have to have a certain GMV selling or anything like that. It's like networking. Okay, getting put in the group, getting sent the group. Somebody, you ask somebody, oh, they tell you how to fill out an application and this, that, right? Um, and by doing those things, I was notified more about events where they would be giving out free things all the time, or just getting samples off of TikTok Shop. When you get the samples off of TikTok Shop, it may take a little bit of time because you really want to start with stuff that you already have, and start talking about that stuff that you could find on the TikTok Shop. And then from there, if you, as you start getting more sales and as you start getting more traction on your videos, then more brands will be willing to work with you. Also, you can always put your email where you want people to contact you for any free promo or anything like that, or even paid promo. Always put an email in your bio, okay, where they can connect. Boss Kiki, thank you so much for the follow. Always put something in the bio where they could connect with you. Okay, this is really good because what you'll have is a lot of people reaching out in your bio, and they'll start to offer you free things for exchange. Okay. Yes, welcome in, Boss Kiki. I know. Are you doing you said lip glosses in your bio? But this is a good way, growing your content. This is a good way to get the more of the free stuff. Like truthfully, there's some things I bought plenty of things though off the TikTok Shop, but I've also got some things for free. I've also got some things for free. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome, Boss Kiki. That's dope. Um, I so yeah, that's one of the way. Like I was really open to that because I was just like, I was in a mode where I was like, reduce what you spend money on and see how you can just reduce your bills, right? Just because I was in that place, I was like, I couldn't find a job. I was, kind of making a shift between lashing full time and then doing creation full time, right? So there was a little bit of dip, you know what I'm saying? There was a dip in my income, and I was like, okay, well, how can I flip what I'm doing to get free stuff that I normally would use or I normally would buy, and then I could just also make money at the same time. And that's what the solution. And I think honestly it's a really good way to think about things, especially if you're somebody like, maybe you're a kid, maybe you have kids, right? I have kids, but I didn't necessarily need the things right then. So it's like, maybe you have kids and you're like, okay, I'm a toddler mama, I could just talk about all the stuff that I get from my toddlers. You could just be getting all their toys on here. That's a huge expense, right? These are huge expenses that we think about in a normal day to day, and just get it off of here and make videos about it and have fun with your kids with it and use it. This is your everyday life stuff you was already using. If you a mama and you always talk about how long, I don't know how long your tide lasts, right? Like, yeah, I get it from Costco's because it lasts me for 4 weeks versus 2 weeks, and I get to do 100,000 loads versus two. Talk about that. Okay, talk about it. Tag it in your TikTok Shop. All these things, these are things that you're already doing. Comedic, welcome in. These are things you're already doing, right? But you got to know, like, this is what I'm doing, and I trust this, and this is going to make me money, and this is also going to cut the expenses that I have. Okay, this is how you think about it and just plan like that, and intentionally work towards those things, whatever lane you want to be in. And when you're somebody that has more of a lifestyle brand, you can kind of do a lot of anything. You can niche down, which is being more specific, which is really really cool too. That way you can just get specific stuff. But if you are someone who has more of a lifestyle energy and you talk about everything, like you going here, maybe you trying a new place, you go out to eat, you doing I wouldn't necessarily say all the get ready with me's. I think people are kind of getting a little bit over that, unless it's gonna be like real fun or something. Make it quirky. You get what I'm saying? Like not just like I use this, I use that. Not just what I'm hearing a lot in the community is like people want to see more. They want to see more of what you're doing, but they want it to be more like unique to you. People are kind of tired of like everybody doing the exact same thing, because that's like, oh, that's what we do. It's like, no, people want to be like, what do you do? What do you use? You get what I'm saying? Or what did you get? Okay, well, right now I'm trying to do some cleansing, right? So I have this, right? I got this I can't even say the little things that be in your gut. It's a cleanse for that. They be getting on us about saying certain words with this. So, this is something I'm actually using. This is something that I'm actually using. I've been doing black seed bitters and soursop bitters for the last year almost, and I'm doing, just this is something because I'm talking about, a little bit of wellness. I'm talking about, you feel me? So whatever it is that you can use that's something that you already do and you incorporate in your real life and you can get products to align with that, you can get that's how you can get deals and things like that. You can build more streams of income from that. Okay. So one thing that you have to understand too, when you think about expanding your audience and expanding what you're doing, you definitely want to think about the trust that you build with your audience and the content that you push out, whether it be for me, like I'm talking about monetize, I'm talking about embodying our higher self and creating, right? And getting comfortable with being seen. That's my big things that I talk about. What exactly, how exactly can you create trust with your audience? Because the trust with your audience and with brands creates more opportunities. Okay. It creates more opportunities. It also reinforces, okay, your alignment with who you said you are, what you're doing, and that consistency. You're getting used to the repetition of it all. You're getting used to showing up and doing different things and showing different products or whatever, what outfit you got on, whatever it is. And that consistency brings more income. That consistency brings more income. The networking also brings more income. Getting out in these streets brings more income. Okay. To these different events, going places and just being in the space and your magnetic, awesome self. You will be surprised how many opportunities you can get by just being in a space, meeting the right person. Okay. Um, the difference between what we do in the normal, hold on, I gotta verify this. um the difference between the difference between what we've been always taught to do is go and chase, 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 chase. What we're going to be doing now and moving forward is more of an embodiment and more of a stabilizing our energy and kind of being more comfortable with creating and then money flowing in, honoring that we are the money. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Put a heart in the chat. Put a heart in the chat if y'all picking up what I'm putting down. Yay. Self-love got the hearts in the chat. Welcome. Welcome in, you guys. That Natural Demon Slayer, welcome in. Thank y'all so much for coming in. If you new, like I said, my name is Ifeani, and we're talking about becoming the best version of you, having fun, how we can monetize. Okay. So excuse me. So what can y'all think? Just think about it. What if making money did not require burnout? What if it didn't require burnout? What if it just required you to be embodied? Like, what if it just required you to be embodied and just be yourself? And opportunities came from you creating what you got the nudge to create, from you creating what felt authentic to you. Maybe a live stream, or maybe a video, or maybe a episode. You like, I want to create episodes or whatever. What if that's what you? What if? Can you imagine a world like that? I know I can. Where you just getting paid for your gifts. The word says that your gifts will make room for you. And we are in that time. We are in that time. Life will be so much more freeing. And you could just decide what you want to do, right? I do coaching. I'm doing workshops this year. I do readings. I do live streams. I do TikTok shop. I do that. You can do what you want. All of those things. Okay. I create little boards on apps. And if people buy the product, I have so many different ways to make commissions. Right. It's like, that's all creation. That's all me talking about the things I enjoy. That's all me like, telling y'all about products that I like, telling y'all maybe about something that I don't quite like, or just sharing my journey. That's what gets me paid right now. And it has been for over a year. And yeah, I like to be where I'm making a significantly more amount. And that just means for me that I just put myself out there more, trust myself more, lean in more. That's the only difference. That's the only thing. And I know that. And that's what I'm doing. Hello? But that's the journey, right? That's just the journey. So the reality shift that happens and the vibration and the level of abundance, right? As we continue to do these things, oh God, I just clicked up the thing. I'll do the live. Okay. As we continue to work on our vibration, work on our energy, you do not manifest what it is that you want. Okay. You manifest what you're available for, what your nervous system is, what your nervous system is ready to handle. Abundance is a regulated state. You gotta feel good. You gotta feel open. You gotta feel like you have to notice all the things around you that make you abundant. You have to notice these things. You have to point. You have to feed into that versus what you lacking. Okay. Um, when you lift your vibration and you start embodying the version, you change your mindset, your body is agreeing with you, you making the motion, you like, okay, I'm gonna do this, and this, and then you get up and actually do this, and this, and it's aligned with that higher version of you. You are solidifying your reality to shift. You are organizing your reality each day. I heard a coach earlier this morning. Sometimes I tap in with different people on here, and he was just like, you gotta win today. And it's so true. Ain't about yesterday. You gotta feel at the end of the day like, I did that today. Okay, whatever that is for you. And if you feeling like that every day with your content, with how much you put out, I'm getting up here, I'm doing my live stream. You feel good about this stuff. It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. And sometimes you're gonna have to take those leaps before you are ready. Sometimes you're gonna have to invest in yourself before you are ready. Right? You're gonna have to invest the time, the energy, maybe the money, putting up money to do some of this stuff. You're gonna have to do it before you are ready. Because if you're waiting on everything outside of you to be perfect, it's gonna be you. I know, right? I'm gonna win today, okay? Winning. I'm winning today. Today is such a better day than yesterday, y'all. Yesterday was a day for me. Yesterday was a day, but I feel so much better today. Okay. And that's just the real. Celsi Chocolate, what's up? That's just the real. You get what I'm saying? Every day ain't gonna be perfect. Some days you're gonna feel like shit. Some days you might have to cry something out. Some days some old stuff come up and you gotta work through it. And you gotta work through your emotions. But that's the beautiful thing about this is I'm creating it. I'm creating all of this. I get to take a break if I have a day where I need to just sit and I'm like, and the bare minimum and the one, like, I would have liked to do 12 things, but 3 got done. That's the day. That's the day. And when you can honor yourself enough to give yourself that grace, come on, man. You just You in a winning team. You want a winning team. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you want a winning team. Listen, type ready in the chat, y'all, if you are done surviving and ready to receive, okay? Because we got to get ready to receive, y'all. We have to be balanced with this thing. We've been living in a patriarchal society that forces us to be more masculine. It's like go 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 go, structure 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 structure, 9 to 5, 8 to 5, 3 to 11, 12 to so and so. We gotta get into a space where we honor both sides, discipline and flow. So that means maybe 3 hours in the morning, you getting this and this done. You maybe worked out, you cooked your breakfast, blah blah blah. Okay, for 3 hours in the afternoon, maybe you just go sit under a tree. Okay. Okay, Mac. No more abandoning myself. I know discipline and flow. No more abandoning yourself. Discipline and flow, and I love it because it is the balanced part. It's the double. It's the duality. It's balancing the flow with the freaking masculine and getting your stuff done, but also resting and honoring yourself at the same time. Hello, this is where we're going. Because you got to put some work in. You got to put some type of action in, or do set some things up. I'm not gonna always say do something, because sometimes you ain't gotta do nothing. Sometimes you don't really have to do nothing. When you in alignment and you are embodied, sometimes you don't gotta do nothing. The stuff just comes to you. The stuff just comes to you. Legit. I remember thinking about something and somebody, and I was like, I need to ask them so and so. That person called me and offered to do exactly what I was gonna ask them. I didn't even call them. They just offered. Called me. And I was like, damn, what the heck? You know what I mean? Alignment, freedom, leaning into, leaning into the thing, and surrendering, or how you think it's supposed to go and who's supposed to do what. Claiming yours. Okay? But with balance. Okay? Being okay and going with the flow, surrendering. And sometimes that's just like surrendering to your higher self. And your higher self is not all good. Okay. Sometimes you got a little bit of shadow in there still. Okay. I'm just saying. Sometimes I might be like, okay, I'm about to get this shit done. Like I'm about to, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes your higher self is your shadow self. Let's talk about it. I don't want to get that. We may not get it. I don't know. Sometimes your higher self is sometimes, hey, I don't know. Hey, Kim, welcome in. Welcome. All right. Sometimes it just depends. You know what I mean? Hey, Nika, welcome in. Because at the end of the day, what brings you and gets things magnetized to you is your authenticity. Okay? Is your authenticity. That's what brings people to you. That's what magnetizes the opportunities. It's the authenticity. Understand, why do y'all think we have so many polarizing people, right? That are creators, that are known. The polarizing people, they keep getting it. They keep it. Welcome in, Nisha Show. They keep getting people all in. They are polarizing. And while we may be like, I can't stand them, somebody love them. Okay. It is okay to be polarizing. Everybody is not going to like you. We got a lot of people, we got a lot of examples of polarizing people in this world right now. It's not all great. I ain't gonna say it's good. All of it is good, right? But that is the thing. And a lot of the times, the people that are more polarizing and construct, like, you stand for something. Okay. It means that you are going to repel others and attract others to you. Okay. So y'all, this is really what it's about, is being able to literally just become more authentic, be your most embodied self, show up how you desire to, and let the chips fall where they may. Okay, let the chips fall where they may. All right. So if any of this, let me show y'all what I got for y'all. If any of this is resonating for y'all, I'm super excited because I have my Showing Up Authentically guidebook. It is available at the link in my bio, and I'm so excited because this is going to help you get over your fears of being seen. Okay, this is going to help you find safety, okay, around visibility. This is going to help you to just get a taste, right? Just get a taste of what it's like to show up authentically, feel safe doing it, and use your authentic content and expression to monetize. Okay, it's going to give you, it is going to help you to get a taste and overcome those fears of being seen, which is one of the most important things. Okay, if you are still battling with what people think about you, there's nothing wrong with that. If you're still battling with uh people seeing you trying, okay, if you're still battling with maybe um fear of success, even in a little bit, right? Like if you really put yourself out there, you're not really scared of failing, you're scared of what's gonna happen when you get known, right? Maybe the responsibility, maybe the accountability, maybe all the things. But that's why it's gonna be so important for you to be authentic, because the people that we known in the past, the celebrities and all that, they was trying to fit a frame. They were trying to be in a box that people put them in, and they were not necessarily authentic, and they were putting themselves in this box, and that's what makes them go a little bit cuckoo up here, because they are not that what the box is. They are consistently having to put on this character. Guess what? Because of social media, brand building, and all the things, we don't have to put on the character anymore. You don't have to put on a mask. You just become the best version. You just become a better version of you. Become the best version of you, which is more honest, which is more open, which is more vulnerable, which is more compassionate, which is more loving, which is more boundary setting, which is more respectful. You get what I'm saying? Like you become that version of you. Who is that? You become more truthful. Okay. You become more expressive, being okay with expressive, being okay with maybe creating bad content at first. You're okay with it. You're okay with it. Okay. This is not about being this guidebook to you guys. The Showing Up Authentically guidebook right now, this one is not necessarily about strategy, right? About how to get more being online and like what you should do and like, oh, do this, do that. It is about feeling safe enough to even implement the strategy in the first place. Because a lot of people buy a lot of stuff online, a lot of ebooks, a lot of classes, a lot of courses, and you still ain't showing up online. You got all the tools, you got all the things. Why is it that you still not showing up? Why didn't you put work to play yet? It's because your nervous system don't feel safe. It's because you don't feel safe being seen yet. You got another reason. You're maybe worried about something. You may be worried about what it would look. I'm sorry, what it would look like to be seen. Okay, y'all. It is the foundation. This Showing Up Authentically guidebook is the foundation for everything that I've shared. Okay, it's the foundation for it. Right now, it's in the bio. It's only $9.99. Okay, it's only $9.99. You get this, and then you also are going to be attached to my email list. That way, when I have new workshops or new things coming out, you guys are going to be the first to know. All right, this Showing Up Authentically guidebook, $9.99. Link in my bio. You guys can grab it. I have shared a lot of what I talk about in that book, but I'm so excited about it because it really is going to help you do small activities, get more awareness about what can be limiting you and holding you back from showing up online. Okay? From showing up online. All right? So, I have that. I have another offer for y'all too. Another offer for you guys because I'm really, really, I don't know. I'm just excited, and I think that this is going to be I'm thinking this year is going to be the year where I'm helping hundreds of women and just people in general, because I'm not opposed to helping men with this either, as long as they're ready to do the work. Um, with just embodying their higher self. Because when you embody your higher self and you shift into your reality of authenticity and love and truth and happiness, a lot of the shit that's affecting a lot of people right now, this will not be consistent or congruent with your reality. Okay. It's more than just content. more than just creation. It's being who you are called to be. Hello? Because some of y'all got words on you, okay? Words by day. Some of y'all got words in you for people. Some of y'all got situations and stories for people. Some of y'all, it's time to help heal some other people. We got to get in position. It's people waiting on, it's people that's going to be, okay? It's people looking for you right now. Looking for what the transformation that you can give them. It's people looking for the transformation that I can give. And this is the transformation I can give. Feeling scared to be seen, showing up feeling confident online and align with their gifts. Okay. The transformation of being in spaces that don't align with you to feeling aligned, feeling creative, and being literally magnetic to opportunities and all type of things. And this doesn't just apply for career. This applies for friendships, partnerships, even family relationships change when you embody your higher self. You confident speaking your truth. You confident being who you are, and you moving in it, and you moving through your life like that. Okay. Um, my embodiment calls are also one thing I want to talk about and offer to you. They are normally 197. Okay, 197 for an hour. What we're gonna do is do deep diving around your fears of being seen, your visibility blocks. Okay, what's stopping you from stepping into your highest self? They're normally 197. Okay, I am going to push them down all the way to $67. $67. In this call, not only are we talking about embodying the higher version of you, we're talking about real strategy that you can use to build your brand online. Okay, from content tips to a small audit. You're getting a small audit, content tips, as well as how we can embody your higher self and how you can begin to remove some of the blocks of your fear of being seen. We're going to be talking about this in this embodiment call, okay? And this one, this particular call, you can do the you can grab the guidebook. Like I said, it's $9.99. But this particular call, this is for the version of you that is not just wanting to do this alone. You know you got some work to do. You know you need to learn more about this creative thing. You know you need to get more confident with showing up. This is more about not doing it alone and having someone guide you through this process, because it is an identity shift. Okay, not only is it a shift in just what you're doing, it is a full identity shift. And we're gonna talk about how we magnetize things towards us by shifting our identities, showing up as our higher self, embodying that version, and then creating around said version. Okay. This call also is going to help you build more self-trust with yourself, help you be more comfortable being visible, and also really tap into how you have been relating to the energetics of money and abundance in your life and what that looks like, so we can really get down to the nitty gritty in a quick session. Okay, these are something that's offered. I have these on my schedule every week. Excuse me, I have things on my schedule every week. Now this right now, let me know if anybody too is interested in the cause. And I'm gonna edit it right now because it was already on sale. It's on sale all month for 97, but just for this live, I'm gonna do it for 67. Hold on a second. Hey Elise, welcome in. Okay, so it's on there right now. Um, and the one-on-one calls are the embodiment and alignment calls. They're the link in my bio. And I'm just gonna keep it a buck with you. This is not something that I normally do. But I'm really, really excited and I'm passionate about what I'm doing. And I really, really want to help as many people as possible. But I do know that this transformation is not welcome in Wax from the Valley. This transformation is one that is going to bring you so to being in your dream reality if you put in the work. It is going to put you there if you put in the work and if you are ready to release whatever it is that you need to release and really be open, okay, to the audits, to the information, and really be open to the identity shift. Okay, we're gonna get down to the nitty gritty of what we can actually do to build this life for you. We're gonna get down to the nitty gritty of it because I, for one, want to see more and more people happy, healthy, whole, living in a beautiful experience. Okay, we got enough chaos outside. We need to create peace within and create a lifestyle that suits that peace and is allowing our nervous system to be in that peace. You know what I mean? Like for us to really cultivate that within. Hey Prince, welcome in. So those, like I said, you have the showing up authentically guide, which is right now $9.99. It also gets you on to the email list so you can find out for any updates. Okay, you can find out for any updates. Thank you so much. How are you tonight? Welcome in. Welcome. So, any updates for the Showing Up Authentically guidebook? I'm sorry. When you get the Showing Up Authentically guidebook, you get an email list, and you're going to be able to get updates from any workshops that I do or any in-person events, which is really something that I'm putting together for this year. Is more in-person events as well. Thank you so much, Prince J. How are you today? We talk a little bit more about monetizing, growing our platform, and how we can start getting things for free and, attracting things into our life with these platforms that we have, with these brands that we have. Okay. Um, it's not, we want to be authentically ourselves. And I mean that truthfully. Like, I don't mean everybody talks about be authentic, be authentic, be authentic. That is the buzzword. See, but I'm putting a little bit of stank on it. Okay. A little bit of higher level on it. Okay. I'm talking about truly embodying that version of you that you know is on the inside, that you know is growling at you to get out, that you know is really able to is ready to shake the table a little bit, right? You know you got something. If you have this calling, you know it, you feel it. I'm ready to help you get there because the more people we got there, the better the collective is. The more we are all better for it. Hey, welcome in, Abigail. The more we're all better for it. And my embodiment calls are going to be able to help you get there sooner. You don't want to take a few years to get to really trusting and really have the information you need. Get there in a few months. You take your time on the journey, but we can get to these moments in a few months, y'all. We can. It's plenty of ways. It's just plenty of ways. So I want to help you guys do this, but I also want to help you guys and understand that you embodying and releasing that old version of you that was scared to be seen, that was scared to show people where you are or what you're doing, or a little bit more of your journey, or being, sharing a little bit more vulnerability with you. It's like if you're scared of that or you're fearful of that, this is going to help you. This is going to help you. And I'm so excited. I don't know. I'm just really excited to do it. I'm just really, really excited to help people do this because I'm really passionate about it. I'm really passionate about it. And it means something to me. And anytime I get guided to doing something else, it is not as fulfilling, it's not as passionate. This always draws me back, right? Building this brand, helping other people as I do it, and being big sis for real. Like, this is what I'm passionate about. This is what I am leaning more into, and growing my income. Like I said, I already make money online through doing multiple different things, right? TikTok shop, doing readings, doing calls. I've done in-person events with readings. I'm getting ready to, I have like commissions that come in. I'm getting ready to do a few different things this year. My goal is to do that while I help people do it as well. So we can all do it together. And y'all can skip the madness. And I know people are like, what, how can I get into this? People ask me all the time, oh, that's cool. I'm like, look, okay, look. It's time for you to show up and be seen. What would it be like if you trusted yourself being seen? Okay? If you trusted yourself to be seen. Wait, let me make sure I'm looking at this one too, because I'll be forgetting about the people over here on YouTube. What would it be like if you really trusted yourself? What would it be like if you really leaned in and you allowed yourself to be truly visible and truly supported? Okay? What if you allowed yourself to be truly abundant? All right. So if y'all still in here right now, I need you guys to hold your chest right now if you're watching. Okay. Welcome in, Vegan Cat. If you watching, and just say it with me. I am allowed to be visible. I am allowed to be supported. I'm looking down here at YouTube too. And I am allowed to be abundant. Okay. So if you haven't been following me, make sure you follow me. Make sure you check in with me. We're doing 30 days of embodiment and magnetism on my page where I give a few little challenge each day. And show you guys little ways that you could just show up online, like little ways that you could show up for yourself in day-to-day life, but also little ways that you could show up online and create content as well. So if you haven't been following that challenge, we're doing it until January 31st. My sale on my embodiment calls are until January 31st, a complete $100 off. You get to spend 60 minutes with me, get an audit. We're going to talk about more about how you can embody your higher self, or what blocks you may be dealing with, and how you can calm your nervous system in order to be ready to receive more. And then we're also going to be I'm giving you more background and more tips and tricks about how to monetize your social media platform, okay, while doing all of this. Because the goal is to become the best you, have fun, but also monetize, okay? Okay. Um, so right now, embodiment calls are 67 right now. That's it. That's it. And I'm telling y'all, that's like 2 meals. That's like 2 meals nowadays, y'all. So it's like 2 meals. So it is an investment, and I don't shy away from telling you to invest in yourself with this stuff. When you switch from being a person working in a traditional work setting to going into being an entrepreneur or creator for yourself, which if you are a creator, you are going to be an entrepreneur. If you're into that, you gotta get you're gonna get more comfortable with investing in yourself. You got to. It just is literally a part of the journey. It just literally is a part of the journey. It's not even like nothing to talk about for real. So with that being said, until this, I'm getting ready to get off of here. Uh-oh, I didn't mean to move that. I'm getting ready to get off of here in a minute. Yeah, literally like 1 minute, because I've been on here for an hour and 29 minutes. So if you're looking to grab that, make sure you check the link in my bio. It'll be on there. I'm not gonna do it. I'll probably leave it on a little bit after the live, but the price right now is only 67 for the embodiment call and $9.99. $9.99 for the showing up authentically guidebook. Okay, the guidebook is self-paced. You're gonna be able to work through that. And you're gonna be, I don't know why I still have my hand on my chest, y'all. You're gonna be able to work through that on your own pacing. But then also the embodiment call is really for someone who needs personalized support. You already on your healing journey, or maybe you're on your spiritual awakening journey, and you're trying to figure out, hey, I know I gotta do something different. I know I gotta get over here into this creator space. I have no idea where to start. Let me help you out. Let me help you get your energy right so you actually can show up online confidently and boldly and magnetizing. Okay. And then also like give you some grounded tactics to grow your platform depending on what platform you're on. I can give tips about really a lot of TT tips, a lot of TikTok shop tips, a lot of things like that. And then also strategies to grow IG as well as ways you can monetize and grow on FB. And also some other, it's a lot of other platforms that are kind of up and rising right now that we may need to get on. So I'm gonna be talking about that as well in our embodiment call. All right. So, you guys, I am going to go ahead and get off of here. I'll leave that up for probably another 30 minutes or so if anyone's interested. But after that, it's going back up to the 97. And then to the end of the month, it'll be 97 by the 31st. And then after that, it's back up to the 197. So, if I were y'all, I would go ahead and grab it right now because I do not normally do these these lives and do these sales like this, but I'm feeling very I'm just feeling called to do it. I'm just feeling called to do it at the end of the day. So hold on, y'all. I'm trying to get back to my yeah. So that's gonna be on there for now. And I'm so grateful that you guys stopped in with me. Thank y'all so much for coming in. I'm gonna make sure this is gonna be on this live will be on my YouTube from the YouTube angle. I'm gonna save it over there, and that's also in my bio. You can go to my stand store and go in there and look at the link to see the what's that thing called, to see where you can go and subscribe to my YouTube. Okay, y'all. So make sure y'all go over there because I talk a little bit more about behind the scenes and the emotions of embodiment and like what I've kind of gone through on my journey or what I've learned and how to just some of the behind the scenes and some of the musings that I have. Okay. So make sure y'all check that out over there. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for spending this time with me. See y'all in the next one. Hold on, let me get y'all.